What if Mercedes Mone just dropped the most jaw-dropping prediction in wrestling, and it's already tearing fans apart? She's calling Harley Cameron, a rookie still tripping over her own boots, a future AEW Women's World Champion, not some mid-card hopeful, a legit top dog. That's straight from the lips of a woman who's headline mania, and the internet's imploding, half laughing it off, half ready to bet on it. Moné's no stranger to making waves, but this is a tsunami. From a botched AEW debut to a killer comeback, a chaotic match, and now this wild claim. It's a story with more twists than a steel cage spot. Let's dive into the madness, trace her roller coaster ride, unpack that Harley hype, and see if she's onto something or totally out of bounds. Mercedes Mone stormed into AEW like a headline waiting to happen. Big hype, bigger stakes. March 13, 2024. Big business dynamite. Boston's TD Garden is buzzing. The Boss theme blares. She's fresh off WWE's 2022 walkout with Sasha Banks, a New Japan tear, and now Tony Khan's prize catch. They paint her as a babyface hero, smiling, waving, the savior women's wrestling needs. Fans are hyped. Chants of Mone, Mone, echo. Then, crash. She's grounded. Ankle injury from a May 2023 New Japan match against Willow Nightingale. No clearance till May 24. Months of limbo. No ring time, just rumors. Worse, the promos hit. Cringe City. She's out there, grinning like a game show host, spouting lines like I'm here to change the game. Y'all, forced, flat. Nothing like the Sasha Banks who'd shred foes with a smirk. AEW's built on wrestling, not chatter, and their marquee stars stuck cutting fluff. X lights up. Overrated flop. Tony paid millions for this? One fan snaps. Booking's a mess. Pairing her with Willow for buddy vibes instead of rival heat? Brutal. Her WWE heel edge, those icy glares, those legit boss burns, gone. Critics pounce. She's a paycheck grabber, and the hate snowballs. It's not all her. AEW's direction flops hard, but that debut's a stain, and what unfolds next flips it all upside down. May 2024 hits, and Moné's done playing nice. Double or nothing. She's cleared. Game on. Willow Nightingale's TBS champ. Big, strong, all heart, and Moné's out for blood. That match is chaos. Willow's powerbombs rattle the ring. Moné's flipping free, dodging doom. Crowds split. Willow's cheers. Moné's cheers. She ducks a moonsault, nails a meteora to the spine, locks the Mone maker. Willow taps. New champ crowned. The roars deafening. Haters choke on their tweets. She's not messing around now. Britt Baker's DMD fury. Chris Statlander's brute force, Queen Aminata's regal flair, Emi Sakura's stiff chops, Nyla Rose's monster vibes, Stephanie Vacker's lucha fire, Sky Blue's punk grit, Yuka Sakazaki's blinding speed, Anna Jay's scrappy heart. She's faced the who's who. 8 months, a dozen defenses, and she's a buzzsaw. Grand Slam Australia, mid-February 2025. She's still gold, smirking through every fight. Promos turn sharp. She's heelish, tossing zingers like I'm the benchmark. Step up or sit down. Tony Khan's grinning, his $10 million gambles raking it in. Fans who buried her debut? Eating crow. She's not the lost soul from Boston. She's the TBS queen rewriting her AEW tale. But one match and one wild statement sets off a whole new storm. Grand Slam Australia, February 15, 2025. Melbourne's Rod Laver Arena is electric. Harley Cameron, a 26-year-old Aussie wildcard, steps up from Moné's TBS title. Harley's green started training in 2022, broke into AEW 23 as QTV's unhinged valet with Cutie Marshall. She's got Mike Gold. Those skits had her ranting like a psycho Barbie. Stealing scenes. Wrestling? Barely 24 matches. Still raw. Hype's messy. AEW picks a 16-foot ring, not 20. Talent's pissed. Cramped chaos. Moves clipped. Moné's unfazed. Harley's stoked. Hometown glory shot. Bell rings, and it's a brawl. Harley's scrappy, landing a high kick. A sneaky elbow to Moné's jaw. Mone toys with her, sidesteps, smirks, lets her flail. Harley's guts shine. She's diving, crashing, taking risks, but the ring screws her. A springboard flops. Mone pounces. Braid whip cracks like thunder. Mone maker clamps. 1, 2, 3. Title safe. Crowds wild. Harley's down but not out. She's fought tooth and nail. No quit. Post-match. Moné's ice cold, but a nod slips. Respect. Subtle but real. X buzzes of Mone gave her props. The small ring snafu steals focus. Britt Baker tweets, "Worst idea ever." Toni Storm calls it a clown show, but Harley's fire lingers. "She lost clean." Sure, but she's no jobber. And what Mone says next, that's the real gut punch. February 18th. Mone Mag drops a newsletter oozing confidence, and Mone lights the fuse. Full quote, "My match with Harley was phenomenal. Watching her grow is such a joy, and I truly believe she's on her way to becoming a world champion. She's a star, go-getter, and entertainer in every sense. But while she's rising, I'm still the greatest. Still TBS champ. Nothing derails this Mone train. Not even Momo Watanabe at Revolution. Holy crap, Harley Cameron, AEW Women's World Champion? From Mercedes Mone, who's wrestled gods, Banks vs. Becky, Bayley, Asuka. This isn't a casual hype. It's a prophecy etched in ink. Harley's 26, maybe 30 pro matches total, still botches a suplex now and then. Moné's seen the best bloom. She mentored Bayley from NXT to Mania, and she's planting that flag here? It's bold as hill, almost reckless, and it's got juice. She's not hyping Toni Storm or Deonna Purrazzo. She's betting on a kid with more hustle than hardware. The wrestling world doesn't just blink, it shatters. This isn't a pat on the back. It's Mone throwing down a challenge to fate. X turns into a full-on riot. Fans aren't pulling punches. Skeptics swing first. Harley? Champ? She's a valet with a kick. Moné's lost her DMN mind. This ain't it. Memes flood in. Harley with a toy belt. Future champ 2050. Another's her tripping in the small ring. World title ready? They trash her Grand Slam run, lost in 5 minutes. Next caller. One user snaps. She's Cutie's sidekick. Moné's smoking something. But the flip side hits back. Give her time. She's got spark. Mone knows champs, y'all sleep. Supporters hype her QTV days, those unhinged rants, that wild-eyed energy stealing shows. A fan posts, she's 26, 5 years. She's gold. It's savage. Hashtag Harley hype spikes. Hashtag Mone Madness claps back. Trolls versus believers. No mercy. Mone catches flack, pumping AEW's tires, but her crew roars. She's a visionary, deal with it. One defender tweets, "Y'all hated on Bayley too, look now." It's wrestling fandom unleashed. Love, hate, chaos. Trending for days. The split's so raw it's practically bleeding, and it's nowhere near done. Harley Cameron, future world champ or Moné's pipe dream? Let's peel it back. She's fresh. Training kicked off in 2022 with flatbacks. Tyler Breeze's school. AEW debut. 23, QTV's loose cannon. Cutting promos like a caffeinated banshee. She'd riff on Aaron Solo. Mock foes. On the mic, charisma's there. Loud and clear. In ring, rough, dropkicks connect. Elbows land, but she's sloppy. A Grand Slam springboard 8 mat thanks to the tiny ring. She's got fire. Charge Mone. Ate a braid whip. Kept swinging, but polish? Miles off. World champ's a big leap. Think Toni Storm's mic mastery. Mariah May's poise. Deonna Purrazzo's mat game. Harley's not there yet. She's 26. Got years to grind. Could she heal up? Join the outcasts. Cutthroats to the top? Picture her snarling. Mone was right. Belt in hand. Or she stalls. Mid-card purgatory. Another hype job fizzled. I'm not buying it. She's too green. Too shaky. But Moné's seen diamonds form. Bayley, Charlotte, and if Harley bottles this heat, turns doubt into drive, could flip me. Speculation's wild. Heel turn by 26, title by 28, or bust by next year? It's a gamble that's got me hooked. Moné's not throwing darts blind. She's a wrestling titan with scars to prove it. 5 Raw women's titles, those wars with Charlotte, Becky, Ronda, SmackDown Gold, NXT Crown, 3 tag reigns with Bayley, WWE Triple Crown, Grand Slam stamped, IWGP Women's Champ in New Japan, beating Kairi Sane, stealing Tokyo's breath, Stardom Strong title, she's global royalty, PWI Match of the Year 2015, her versus Bayley, NXT Classic, Woman of the Year 15, Feud of the Year 16 and 20, Tag Team of the Year 20, Wrestler of the Year 20, trophies stacked, first women's Hell in a Cell, Charlotte bled with her, first woman to main event at WWE pay-per-view, history carved, first African American woman to headline WrestleMania, Banks vs. Belair, iconic, her 2022 WWE walkout, split fans, Traitor vs. Free Her, AEW's stumble didn't dim her, she's still a draw. Still top tier. Love her CEO strut or hate her hype. Her eyes razor sharp, spotted Bayley's rise. Becky's fire. Bianca's spark. Her Harley calls no fluke. It's a cosign from a legend who's shaped eras. That's why this cuts deep, it's Moné's cred on the table. This isn't a rap, it's a live wire. Mercedes Moné flipped AEW into her empire. And her Harley hype's got the wrestling world buzzing like a hive on fire. Grand Slam's fallout lingers. X is a circus. And the stakes are climbing. Will Harley Cameron rise, claw past the Raw, hoist that world title Moné's envisioning? Or fade, another overhyped spark snuffed out? I'm calling it, she's not ready. Not close, but Moné gets gold. Give her 5 years, he'll turn by 26. Champ by 29. Smirking at the doubters. Or she's dust by 27. And Moné's words echo hollow. This saga's got legs, Harley's grind. Moné's reign. AEW's next curve. My hot take, she turns. Shocks us. But goal to stretch, prove me wrong. Harley, what's your bet? Drop it below, I'm itching to see where this lands.